Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Another run for Gibbs here. Room here to run. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 59 yards. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Eagles 0.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now they'll change things up. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Hurts. And this is caught at the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And Hurts going to move him around. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Jake Elliott
on for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 14
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Lions 14, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Jake
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Goff going to shift him around. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him to 1st.
48-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. That is going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll get it inside the 20, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and he delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Lions 21, Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Yeah,
they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a 1st down.
Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Goff now to throw. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Rolling to his right. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 21. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Gall.
At the Eagles' 5-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I got 4 touchdowns.
Jameer Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Don't do me like this. Come on, man.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
now Hurts changing up the play.
On the Seahawks 7-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
1st and goal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing. Jake
Elliott now to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. Stopped by Jacorian Bennett.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. A short one caught by Barner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
A.J. Barner. The tackle made back at the 47.
Price going to run it out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
It's 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the toss to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ready to get back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Seahawks 7.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We please step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Seahawks 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just...
This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
It's a gain of 37. That's good.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jake Elliott.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.